Tonight, we continue our series, Waiting for Rebuild.
I think it was meant to be a good program. It's just they didn't watchdog it very well. You know, they should have, somebody should have been overseeing it better.
About 4,000 families were approved to have their homes repaired or replaced through a state program after Hurricane Irma damaged them in 2017. Now, all these years later, some are still waiting for Rebuild Florida to finish the work. While the state says more than 90% of homes are complete, we, along with our partners at 10 Tampa Bay, have spent months speaking with dozens of homeowners who are asking, why is it taking so long? And where is the oversight of this $480 million program?
I got this new house on June 2023.
How would you describe the workmanship with this job?
The workmanship is shabby. You check the door and you will see the gaps on the bottom and the top.
When Anthony Stevens found out his Jacksonville home was going to be replaced through the Rebuild Florida Irma program.
Yeah, right here.
Yes,
there's a crack.
Yes, ma'am. Big old crack.
And this is where bugs are coming in.
Yes, ma'am. And the bottom also.
He never imagined his new house would come with so many problems.
Number one is the garbage disposal.
Has it ever worked?
No, ma'am. Hadn't worked from day one.
Turn it on for me.
There's no button.
Almost a year after he got the keys.
It's supposed to be 30 amps, and it's only 15 amps. And if you got under, you could have an electrical fire.
The disabled veteran says the problems persist.
It's supposed to have been a walkthrough by Rebuild Florida and the contractor even before I got the house.
From the roof,
They told me they were going to take care of it.
to the floors,
It's been a year now. The floor ain't settled.
to broken promises.
They told me that they would provide the first year flood insurance.
It's right here in the program guidelines.
When I called Rebuild Florida, they told me that they ran out of money and they're not going to provide nothing. I got to get the flood insurance myself.
Stevens says waiting for Rebuild has taken a toll on him.
They were supposed to take care of the problem, and they have not. I have not even gotten paperwork from Rebuild Florida concerning the construction of the home. I'm still waiting on them. I talked to everybody in Tallahassee, and I don't do nothing but get to run around.
How frustrated are you?
Very, very frustrated.
Notice the railing in the middle of the window?
It's a stress Robert and Lisa Brookins know all too well.
This whole ordeal has been constantly on my mind.
Because of all the anxiety and stress on a person that's not a healthy person to begin with, because we're both disabled.
The Baker County couple got a new mobile home through the program. Their project was marked complete in March.
Which was nothing like what they promised, same type and size home. We had no say.
If we were told about how the program really worked, we might not have even gotten involved in the program. You don't promise people something and then pull the rug out from under them.
Those are piles of roots that they left sticking up out of the ground.
The Brookins showed us a list of repairs they've been waiting for Rebuild to fix.
Extension cord that runs all the way out to the well to run the water softener.
They, like many we spoke with, say they complained repeatedly to state agencies and lawmakers, but those complaints were forwarded right back to Rebuild Florida.
That's where the problem is with Rebuild Florida.
I think somebody needs to come in and go through it all, case by case. And
There should be an investigation.
The transparency that Florida has provided around this project is really lacking. The information's posted online, but it's essentially a giant filing cabinet for thousands of projects.
Sean Moulton is with the nonpartisan watchdog group Project on Government Oversight.
It makes it incredibly difficult to really get a sense of how widespread the problems are in this program.
From years of delays to soaring costs, we looked over dozens of contracts and found projects that doubled, tripled, even quadrupled in price from the original amount awarded to the contractor. This one going from $18,000 to $265,000. Another one jumping from $97,000 to more than $300,000.
So who's to blame for all of these problems? We came here to Tallahassee to sit down with the Secretary of the Florida Commerce Department.
So overall, those few cases where the costs were higher were exceptions.
We asked Secretary Alex Kelly about this 1,500 square foot home in Jacksonville's Springfield neighborhood. The project skyrocketed from $103,000 to $877,000.
The contractor didn't realize until they started working on the home that it was actually a historically registered property.
I pulled up on the property appraiser's website. It's clearly listed right here as a historic designation. So how did the contractor not know it was a historic home?
They made a mistake.
He says inflation, supply chain issues, and expanded scopes of work factored into the increased cost of projects. But what about the homeowners still waiting?
You can see the lines.
After we started asking questions, Florida Commerce put boots on the ground and sent employees to see firsthand dozens of homes we told them about across the state, including the Brookins.
We as a state now have to step in because our contractors failed Robert, they failed others, and they literally lied on the forms. They literally lied in the inspections. In someone like Robert's case.
The day after our interview, a contractor visited the Brookins home to see what needed to be repaired, and that week fixed his ramp. Anthony Stevens wonders how much longer he'll have to wait.
I upheld my part of the bargain. Why can't you? And they have not.